Okay, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. I know I have been MIA. Um, but I already struggle with being disciplined and consistent. And then COVID happened. So here we are. Um, I'm doing a brief get ready with me because I have a presentation today. And I will tell you all more about that presentation. But I just wanted to give you all an update for those who care, who could look back on this and say, oh, I remember when she was doing this and blah, blah, blah. Whatever, because sis will blow up. I know that much. But I hate when you start something that's been so hard for you to do and you get consistent and then the world comes in and shakes stuff up for you. So that's kind of what I've been dealing with since the last time I got on here and recorded something. So this is really an update. Get ready with me. For those who like my content. So things I've been doing in quarantine. Child, I've been trying to be productive because naturally that's just who I am. That's who I was raised to be. I'm not gonna say raised to be because I fought it for a very long time. Growing up in a household where everybody's older than you, I was the youngest. My brother is 12 years older, my sister's 7 years old, and of course my mom obviously is older. Well, not obviously because some people have young mothers, but my mom was older. So though I was allowed to sleep in, I like to moisturize my face with the spray. Though I was allowed to sleep in, when it was time to get up and go, it was time to get up and go. And I was not a morning riser. So prior to COVID, I had gotten used to getting up early because I used to go to the gym. Obviously gyms are closed. So that stopped. I stopped waking up early. I used to go to the gym for like 7 a.m. appointments. Oh, okay. I got some. I used to go for 7 a.m. appointments. Training appointments. And then COVID. So I'm kind of salty about that, but I am more than willing to go at it again because I have proven to myself that I can do it. In addition to all of that, like, since being at home, I've been trying to stay productive, and things that I've done in COVID, I've completed 2 certificates so far. One being in hospitality and tourism management through Florida Atlantic University. I look at myself and I look at the camera, but yeah, through Florida Atlantic University. And then I just completed a certificate for contact tracing for COVID. So basically a customer service rep who will contact people who have tested positive for COVID-19 and check on them in regards to their symptoms and see if they need access or help accessing resources, as well as reaching out to contacts that they were with within the period of their infection. So I just finished that like a few days ago. What I have been working on and struggling through is completing a certificate for life coaching. Well, first off, it's confidence coaching. I haven't started the life coaching one yet. Nonetheless, that leads me to my next thing, which is I'm becoming a life coach. And I struggled for a while before COVID happened with figuring out my purpose in life. Not figuring out my purpose, but how to work and operate in my purpose. Because I've always known my purpose. But like, how am I going to operate in my purpose in life? So, through a lot of storming and writing and praying and goal setting, manifesting, if you will, I've come to realize life coaching is that. So, I decided, and this was just in May. Like me, I'm recording this June something, but the beginning of June. But I realized that life coaching was that, and the crazy thing is, in a roundabout way, I was brought back to life coaching. So last July, I enrolled in this class through my job, through our HR Learning and Performance, called Coaching for Development. And that was summer 2019 that I did that. It was like a 3-day institute, all day long. But I loved it. And you will know I love something because I will consistently rave about it, which I came back and did that with my coworkers and my supervisor. So it really helped me figure out how to leverage people's abilities and skills, and like, you know, tap into their motivation. So I used it on the people that I supervised, and I saw the results on it, and I'm like, okay, Chelsea, you need to make a plan for next year, this time next year, which is what we're about to get into now. So this was 20 what time was it? This was 2019, July. Next month will be July. So I had already been watching for the recession. I knew that the recession was coming and all of that. So I'm like, Chelsea, you need to be crafted and developed in this so you can help people through the recession as a life coach. However, once I got to October, I kind of slowed down on it because work picked up. So once the new year came around, January, February, I was feeling this pull on myself between me and the universe, like the universe wanted me to shift and do something in a way that I was not sure with. So on my video, I was talking about how I wanted to be more feminine. And I'm still working on that. I kind of lost sight of that a little bit because I started dabbling in dating. But I kind of lost sight of that a little bit. But now I'm like back on track. I have been back on track for the past, I guess, like 6 weeks. Because COVID, we got time. So, yeah, life coaching is what I'm on. And I truly do believe that I would not have been brought back full circle to this endeavor if this endeavor was something that was not going to be pivotal in my life. Because you know how sometimes you have ideas, but then you never really do anything with them? And that's it. I was just spending February and March trying to get in alignment with the plan for my life. So, life coaching, it is for me. Now, with all of that in mind, I might as well put this on my eyelid. With all of that in mind, I'm a firm believer of being certified, having the knowledge, having the education, because I know how to support people through a supervision aspect. But the thing about life coaching is you can make it what you want to make it, but the goal is for me to guide this person to certain revelations about themselves or their circumstance, not me figuring it out for them. And there's a method to that. There's a practice to that. And a lot of people don't respect life coaching for various different reasons. One of them being that some people think that they're also therapists. I'm not crossing that boundary. Number one, because I respect the work of therapy. Number two, I don't have the capacity. I just don't. That's why I'm trying to get out of the job that I'm in now, because I truly do feel like they need mental health professionals or people who are interested in going into mental health to do this work, because it could be a lot to help people through crisis. Speaking of which, I had someone who was suicidal that I had to work with, and we deal with suicide a lot in my job, or people having suicide attempts and ideation. But it's just like, I think that, you know, this work, it's not for, no, it's just a lot. It's a lot. And I am mental health and first aid certified, but I'm not a therapist. So it's just like, it's a lot. So nonetheless, getting into life coaching because I don't have to deal with traumas in life coaching, and I can still do all the things I love to do. So oftentimes in my job, people would always ask, like, if you weren't doing this type of work, what would you be doing? And I would always say, like, I would love to be able to still have like one-on-one relationships with women where I'm advising them on how to improve their life or giving them advice and guidance. I would always say that. And I would always say that I would still want to host social events, the Black Girl Happy Hours, to talk about issues impacting the experience of Black women. I would always say that. I could do that through life coaching. Number one, by doing group coaching. Number two, life coaching sessions for one-on-one clients. So boom, that is where we are now. With that, in the midst of that, like I said, if you don't operate in your purpose or figure out how your purpose is going to be operating for you, you can become stuck. You could become, oh, my computer. You could become a person who is like wallowing in an experience, not realizing that you're working against yourself or not understanding why the experience is working against you. So I'm logging into my computer, y'all. Sorry. So because of that, I'm just like, I had to do some clearing and some changing in my life, which brought me back to the femininity. Because I got tired of being a strong Black woman. I'm still tired of being a strong Black woman, and I'm helping lead women to no longer be the strong Black woman. And that became the premise of my life coaching, to help Black women. Essentially, I think that Black women are a garden. So because we are a garden, we sustain a lot of things in our community. And a lot of things and people in our community need us. However, some gardens are not being taken care of as they should be. So because of that, I am a life coach or a gardener to what I consider delicate flowers of Black womanhood. So yeah, it's just like, I want us to get out of being stuck. I want us to have confidence to pursue goals and opportunities. So people who battle with imposter syndrome, I want us to, when I get focused, I just stop talking. I apologize. But I want us to get unstuck. I want us to leverage our leadership abilities and skills in a way that benefit us. And I want us to have better confidence. Because some people have confidence as in, I don't lack self-esteem, but there are other ways that people can lack confidence. So I'm not going to give you the whole spiel about my life coaching business. Actually, I'll leave a link in the description box for you to read more about it. But that's what I have decided to do. Because Black women, we are already, because of the strong Black woman stereotype, we are already overachievers, powerhouses, etc., etc. However, that's going to burn us out. And sometimes you need that assistance and that extra level of accountability to help you through those moments. Because some people minimize their potential in that way, by overworking, overdoing, not doing it in the right way, not being strategic, things like that. So yeah, life coaching. Nonetheless, in addition to life coaching, I launched my podcast. It is also called My Not So Glamorous Life. And that was or is about my journey as a Black woman in the world as it relates to, I want to say social justice topics, but that would be limiting it because it's really highlighting the real of what happens in a life of a Black woman like myself. because social media has made people believe that not only black women but people are these great finished products, when in reality there's so much behind the scenes that people don't know, people aren't aware of, and that can have other people comparing themselves to these ambiguous images and whatnot. And comparison is truly a thief of joy. It takes away your gratitude. Like, it really destroys people or limits people in a way that they don't even realize sometimes. So, my podcast is just me being vulnerable, really. You know, just being vulnerable about the experience of black women, being vulnerable about the experience I had and how I have come to be the woman that I am today. So it's really like a 5-year period of that I talk about on this podcast from now to 2015. So since graduating college. So my target demographic in my life coaching is women over 21, so people who have graduated college, women over 21 to women who are 35 years old. Because I think there's still people who can learn from me, even though they may be older. So, podcast is called My Not So Glamorous Life. Unfortunately, we're in the wake of a rebellion, which I'm proud of. But we are in the wake of a rebellion. So, my topics, because I recorded like 10 episodes before this rebellion happened. But my topics center black women and Black Lives Matter commentary. So, those are my first few episodes, and now really get into, you know, me being the woman you see before you today. But I would be remiss if I did not talk about what's happening in the world right now with Black Lives Matter. And I'm so happy that people have finally realized like that the stuff that's been happening to us is still a threat to everyone else. And it shouldn't be happening to us, and we should not be the only people fighting for it. And we're not just complaining about what's going on. Like, it's actually a systemic issue that needs to be addressed. So, I'm happy that folks see that now. It took a lot. All y'all had to do was listen to us, hell. But, here we are. So, that is what my podcast is about. I do not have consistency on there like I would with life coaching, because life coaching is based on clients and when they come, when they book. So I'm grateful for that, because if they had to depend on me, baby, we would be lagging. But like, I'm clearly inconsistent because I haven't posted on here in so long. But yeah, that is what I have been up to. Podcast, and I'm trying to get back into YouTube because I want to filter everything into different pockets. So like, my YouTube is going to be makeup and beauty. My Instagram is going to be more focused on my life coaching. Life coaching is its own thing, and then my podcast has nothing to do with life coaching, nothing to do with beauty, but all to do with black womanhood. And then I have another Instagram page actually that I started called Black Girls Red Lips, because I love a good red lip. I might do one today. I love a good red lip. So Black Girls Red Lips is a page that I flipped. I used to have a online store, but it felt too much like a job, and I didn't really feel passionate about it. Because working a full-time job and then coming home and working another damn job, you feel like it's full-time, that's a lot. So I stopped doing that. So I flipped that page to be a Black Girls Red Lips appreciation page. And again, that's guided by people sending me stuff to be featured. So I might link that, I might not. So I got all that shit happening because I am a woman with many ideas and many dreams, and I am an advocate for getting stuff out so more things can come in. So the more I get these things out, the more things will come up. Better things will come up to allow me to fully operate in my potential. Because sometimes we could be sitting on ideas, and because we've been sitting on this one idea for so long, greater ideas can't come. So I'm just getting stuff out. And I recognize that everything that comes up doesn't have to come out. I recognize that for sure. Because I can have conversations with friends, but like I'm an introvert. So I like being by myself. So sometimes when I'm doing these things, it's strictly me in my own head. My Alexa alarm is about to go off shortly. So yeah, it's just me getting in my own head, or me in my head, and what happens in my head as far as like processing information. Maybe at some point I'll be featuring other people, other things. But you know, a podcast is just like being on YouTube and recording. It's just you a lot of the times talking. Whereas life coaching is focused on the person that's sitting in front of you. So that is what I have been on. The goal is to finish both of my certificates. Well, finish one. I'm halfway through it, or 2/3 of the way through it. So I need to wrap that up. And then I'll be taking clients in July. So I'm excited about it. That is what I have been on during COVID-19, because COVID was never supposed to be a break for me. This is grind time, and I think it's a season for a lot of us to really activate those dreams and goals that we've been sitting on. A lot of us have been displaced from our jobs. So yes, it's natural to feel sad. It's natural to kind of be weary, bothered, upset, etc. But you can't sit there long. And I recognize it's a mindset thing as well as a mental health thing. So I definitely encourage you to get into therapy if you need it, or get a life coach if you need it. Alexa, silence timer. But yeah, we have resources available to us to help us be the best version of ourselves. We just got to tap into it. So I think life coaching is very foreign to a lot of people. And then there are a lot of people who are life coaching who ain't got no body certification, no methodology, or nothing. But they know how to connect. They're natural storytellers and whatever. And I think I'm good at doing both. Like connecting and storytelling. And I want to back that up with credentials. Because life coaching is actually unregulated. There are some people who are out here doing who shot John and God knows what. And they shouldn't be. So definitely be mindful of that. Because I think this is people's livelihoods. You know? It's still people's livelihood. Like you may not be crossing the boundary of things related to therapy. So you may not be diagnosing or whatnot. Although there's some people out there that do that. But you still have people's life in your hand, in my opinion. So yeah. That's what I've been up to. I can't believe I'm going through my face so fast. Number one, because I got a call coming up shortly that I got to hop on. I'm recording on my phone, so I'm going to need my phone. So let's powder up. To get through this. This sponge is so beat up. I need a new one. Outside opening up, but I ain't going into the store. I'm still doing curbside pickup for everything. Enough to be out here brunching and swag surfing with y'all. Just not doing it. So that's what I got going on. I'm trying to be more consistent with content because I feel like I'm gonna be going into entrepreneurship really soon. I.e., I think my ass is gonna get laid off. I think I'm gonna be going into entrepreneurship soon, so I will have nothing but time. So I need to have discipline and have a schedule of recording and uploading and editing and also making time for life coaching clients. Like, I need to make time for all of that because I'm just a one-woman show. So yeah, that is what's going on with me. I'm going to be on all these outlets. I'm going to have YouTube. I'm going to have my Instagram. I'm going to have my podcast on Spotify and Apple. So like, I need balance. I need a schedule. I need routine when I am doing stuff. So I might as well start now rather than waiting until life sits my ass down to do this. So with that, I mean, hopefully, if you see me booming on this YouTube here, about the grace of God, I've gotten some type of discipline. I need it. By the grace of God, I ended up getting some type of discipline, and I've had time or whatnot, and I believe I'll get it. I believe I'll get discipline because I keep praying on it and I keep doing small steps. You gotta take baby steps. You can't expect to finish products so fast. So I will have discipline. I will be operating in my full capacity and my full potential like I'm supposed to. I just gotta be patient. So yeah, I'm rushing through now. I know it's always like a little red button. But yeah, these are the same products I've been using. That's why I ain't showed y'all none. As well as, I ain't got time to show you what I'm using. Cause I'm trying to make it to the finish line. Be ready for this call. And again, my makeup is not for my call, it's for my presentation tonight. But I need to go on a walk today, clear my mind, get my presentation together and whatnot. Don't fall. I meant to tell you all my presentations. I will be posting or recapping them on my Instagram. I also changed my Instagram name to Life with Chelsea. So there's that. Life with Chelsea. Well, life with like a W. Life W underscore Chelsea 9. You know, I'm always had that 9 there. But yeah, that is where you can find me if you're trying to find me. And if you find me, follow me and let me know. Like, hey, I found you because of X, Y, and Z. I hate this little patch right here. But nonetheless, that is the look, honestly. I don't know where my brown lip liner went. But this is the look. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm going to put lashes on, but that's going to be off camera. So maybe I'll take some pictures. Not maybe, I will. I know I will. Brown liner at. Boom, something right here. Okay, now I'm late for this call. Listen. Look. Where my brown liner at? Man, I ain't finna be sitting here digging for it when I be talking. That's the look. That was really quick, and I'm just now getting at the 31-minute mark of my video, so I'll put my lashes on later before my presentation, and I will show y'all some updated photos. So thank you for watching.